Hundreds of millions of years ago, ancient continents collided to form one of the oldest mountain ranges on Earth. Once towering like the Alps or the Himalayas, these peaks were slowly worn down by wind, rain, and time into gentle ridges that roll like endless waves across the horizon. Rivers carve through fertile valleys, feeding lush hardwood forests that blaze with autumn colors and cascade into waterfalls of white spray. This landscape shelters a rich array of wildlife, from black bears and elk to migratory birds tracing the seasons. For thousands of years, indigenous peoples lived in these mountains, leaving behind trails, stories, and traditions woven into the land. Later, European settlers arrived with their music and customs, blending with native and African influences to shape a unique cultural identity. The sound of the Scottish fiddle and Irish ballads merged with local rhythms, giving birth to folk traditions that would eventually evolve into bluegrass, country, and even American rock. Across the centuries, this region has been at the heart of America's greatest transformations: coal mining, railroads, social struggles, and cultural renaissances. Yet, through it all, both the land and its people have remained resilient, proud, and deeply rooted in tradition. This is Appalachia, a vast stretch across 13 states, where mist-covered mountains meet living history, and where every valley carries a story. A journey here is not just about the scenery, it's about stepping into the soul of America itself. So, what are you waiting for? Appalachia is calling. Within the 211,419-hectare Great Smoky Mountains National Park, visitors can explore the rich flora, fauna, and cultural heritage of this World Heritage Site. Scattered across 5 historic areas are 97 preserved buildings that offer glimpses into Appalachian life from the 19th and early 20th centuries. Throughout the park, you'll encounter preserved wood-frame churches that reflect life in the southern Appalachians over a century ago. Additional historic structures are located in areas such as Cades Cove, Oconaluftee, and along the Roaring Fork Motor Nature Trail. For sweeping views, head to Kuwohi, formerly known as Klingman's Dome, the park's highest peak at 2,025 meters, where an observation tower reveals breathtaking vistas. The park straddles the border of North Carolina and Tennessee and is known for the bluish haze produced by the moisture-rich forests covering 95% of the landscape. As the most visited national park in the United States, it attracts millions who seek the beauty of ancient mountains and preserved Appalachian traditions. With over 150 hiking trails, including a rugged 5-kilometer stretch of the Appalachian Trail, the park offers endless opportunities for adventure and discovery. The trail stretches across 14 states, tracing the spine of the Appalachian Mountains and revealing breathtaking ancient landscapes of North America. Along the path, one passes through lush forests, jagged ridgelines, open grassy areas, and misty mountaintops, making for a truly immersive outdoor experience. The path sees use by everyone, from casual walkers to section hikers, as well as determined through hikers who strive to complete the entire trail continuously. Completing the trail is a demanding journey that often requires 5 to 7 months. Rustic lean-to shelters and several entry points near small communities and national parks are scattered along the route. Managed collaboratively by the Appalachian Trail Conservancy and government agencies, the trail reflects a strong commitment to conservation, community involvement, and outdoor exploration. Challenging terrain, particularly in areas such as Maine's 100-mile wilderness, is balanced by the powerful reward of solitude and immersion in the Appalachian landscape. More than just a hiking path, the Appalachian Trail is a symbol of American culture and a natural corridor through the East's rugged terrain. The beautiful Blue Ridge Mountains span most of western North Carolina and are home to some of the region's most iconic landscapes. While the range stretches all the way from Georgia to Pennsylvania, its most dramatic scenery is found right here in North Carolina. At 6,684 feet, Mount Mitchell stands proudly as the tallest peak in the Blue Ridge and east of the Mississippi River. Located within Mount Mitchell State Park, this summit is just 30 miles northeast of Asheville, making it an easy day trip. The park offers breathtaking views, crisp mountain air, and a chance to witness the beauty of Appalachian biodiversity up close. Part of the greater Appalachian mountain system, the Blue Ridge gets its name from the soft blue haze that blankets the ridges. This bluish tint, often seen from afar, is caused by isoprene released by trees like oaks and tulip poplars on warm days. Many visitors are surprised to learn that this natural chemical also helps trees survive heat stress during the summer months. Besides its unique atmosphere, the Blue Ridge region is famed for its rich wildlife, dense forests, and peaceful mountain valleys. Outdoor lovers will find thousands of hiking trails, scenic overlooks, and hidden waterfalls tucked between the ridges and slopes. Even those who don't wish to hike can enjoy sweeping views from the Blue Ridge Parkway, one of America's most scenic drives. This winding route passes through wildflower meadows, mountain tunnels, and some of the most photogenic spots in the southeast. The charming city of Asheville serves as the perfect base for exploring the mountains, no matter the season or your activity level. Whether you're hiking up to Chimney Rock for panoramic views or capturing photos of the dramatic cliffs, the experience is unforgettable. A trip to the Blue Ridge Mountains offers not just stunning views, but also a deep connection to the soul of Appalachia. Shenandoah National Park is a breathtaking mountain sanctuary stretching along Virginia's Blue Ridge Mountains, just 75 miles from Washington, D.C. The park is famous for Skyline Drive, a scenic 105-mile roadway that offers more than 75 incredible mountain overlooks. These overlooks provide visitors with stunning panoramic views of the Shenandoah Valley and the rolling Piedmont region to the east. The park was officially dedicated on the 3rd of July 1936, making it Virginia's first and most iconic national park. Covering over 300 square miles, Shenandoah is home to rich biodiversity, including black bears, white-tailed deer, and wild turkey. Hikers can enjoy over 500 miles of trails, including 101 miles of the famous Appalachian Trail that runs through the park. Some trails lead to beautiful waterfalls and rocky outcrops, perfect for photography, meditation, or enjoying the natural serenity. The park's elevations range dramatically, from 550 feet at its lowest point to 4,049 feet atop Hawksbill Mountain. The Adirondack Mountains, more than 5 million years old, are shaped by powerful forces from the last ice age. Towering across northern New York, these mountains bear the marks of glaciers that once covered the region entirely. Small alpine glaciers carved valleys and left behind glacial erratics, massive boulders randomly scattered across the landscape. Chunks of glacial ice broke off and became buried under sand and gravel, washed from the melting glacier. When these chunks melted, they formed depressions known as kettle holes, many of which later became small ponds. Some kettle holes extended below the water table, creating ponds that still exist in today's Adirondack wilderness. Unlike continuous mountain ranges, the Adirondacks form a vast 160-mile-wide dome, containing more than 100 separate peaks. Though the rock is over 1 billion years old, the uplifted dome itself is considered geologically very young. This is why scientists often refer to the Adirondacks as new mountains from old rocks. Geologists believe that a subterranean hotspot is pushing the region upward by 1.5 to 3 centimeters annually. The Adirondack high peaks include 46 summits above 4,000 feet, although 4 were later found to be slightly lower. Mount Marcy, at 5,344 feet, is the tallest of them all and a symbol of the Adirondack region. Near its summit lies Lake Tear of the Clouds, the highest lake in New York and source of the Hudson River. The Catskill Mountains are one of the most beautiful and peaceful natural regions in New York State. Renowned for their rolling hills, dense forests, and stunning views, the Catskills attract visitors year-round for outdoor recreation. Hiking is extremely popular here, with trails ranging from beginner trails to more challenging climbs. In the fall, the mountains are especially spectacular as the leaves turn vibrant shades of red, orange, and yellow. Many people come to the Catskills to escape city life and enjoy the peaceful beauty of the wild. Rivers and streams flow through the area, making it an ideal location for fishing, kayaking, and peaceful moments by the water. Wildlife is abundant in the area, with deer, foxes, and even bald eagles living in the forests and valleys. Camping in the Catskills offers the opportunity to sleep under the stars and connect more deeply with nature. In the winter, the mountains become a destination for skiing, snowshoeing, and other cold weather activities. The Catskills are also known for their rich history in American art, music, and literature, dating back to the 19th century. Many artists and writers have found inspiration in these mountains for their peaceful, majestic, and mysterious atmosphere. Photographers and nature lovers often visit to capture the majestic landscapes and ever-changing light across the hills. The fresh mountain air and scenic drives make the Catskills an ideal place for a relaxing weekend getaway. Enchanting mountain roads wind through valleys and forests, revealing new vistas at every turn. Whether you're exploring the woods or simply enjoying the views, the Catskill Mountains offer unforgettable natural beauty and tranquility. When you pass through the Lehigh Tunnel and enter the Pocono Mountains region, you will notice a dramatic change in the surrounding scenery. Commonly known as the Poconos, it forms a scenic highland region located in northeastern Pennsylvania. The Pocono Mountains offer an endless outdoor playground, filled with steep peaks, often covered by clouds. Known for its breathtaking natural beauty, the area encompasses 7 state parks, along with more than 150 lakes and rivers that attract visitors year-round. Fishing is a popular activity throughout the Poconos, where anglers find abundant spots with diverse fish species. Many visitors spend their days casting lines into clear, flowing waters that offer excellent opportunities for both beginners and experienced fishermen. The Pocono Mountains are also home to several famous heritage resort hotels, where visitors can practice tennis and play championship-level golf, surrounded by spectacular landscapes. These resorts combine outdoor sports with luxurious accommodations, offering guests an unforgettable vacation experience in nature. Tucked into the foothills of the Great Smoky Mountains, Gatlinburg is a place where Appalachian history and culture come alive. The story begins with Martha Jane Husky Ogle, who in 1807 settled in the area called White Oak Flats to honor her late husband's dream. Her family built the original Ogle cabin that still stands today near downtown, offering a tangible link to the town's beginnings. Gatlinburg was later named after Radford Gatlin, a controversial figure whose post office earned him naming rights, despite being despised and ultimately driven out of town for his Confederate loyalties. The town's colorful past is now celebrated through the Tennessee Heritage Trail, which highlights music, crafts, and stories that shape its Appalachian soul. Though it only has around 4,000 permanent residents, Gatlinburg draws over 11 million visitors annually, many of whom are surprised to learn that Ripley's aquarium houses more fish than people live in town. It's also the second most popular wedding destination in the US, with romantic mountain views and charming chapels attracting thousands of couples each year. History blends seamlessly with recreation here, as Gatlinburg boasts Tennessee's only ski resort, Ober-Gatlinburg, where visitors can ski, snowboard, and snow tube in winter. Nestled in the heart of East Tennessee, Pigeon Forge began as a quiet farming valley near the Little Pigeon River, named after the once abundant passenger pigeons. The community's roots stretch back to before the Revolutionary War, with early settlers like Mordecai Lewis and Colonel Samuel Ware establishing homes and defenses along the river. In 1817, Isaac Love built the iron forge that gave the town its name, near what is now the historic Old Mill. The town slowly evolved with the arrival of mills, churches, and schools, while the 20th century brought more rapid growth, including electricity, paved roads, and new businesses. The establishment of the Great Smoky Mountains National Park in 1934 transformed Pigeon Forge from a rural outpost to a tourist gateway. Incorporation as a city in 1961 further fueled development, and attractions like Dollywood, opened in 1986, cemented its reputation as a family vacation destination. Over the decades, the city grew with theaters, shops, and amusement parks that now line the busy parkway. Though much has changed, Pigeon Forge still holds on to its Appalachian roots and small-town charm. Residents and visitors alike continue to be drawn to the area's natural beauty, history, and southern hospitality. It thrives as one of the Southeast's most beloved mountain resort towns. Chattanooga, located along the Tennessee River, has a history shaped by geography, transportation, and cultural transition. Originally home to the Cherokee Nation, the area was a major Native American settlement long before European American expansion. The city's name comes from a Creek word meaning rock coming to a point, referencing Lookout Mountain's distinctive shape. In the early 1800 seconds, Chattanooga grew as a river port and trading post at a crucial crossroads in southeastern Tennessee. The forced removal of the Cherokee during the Trail of Tears in the 1830 seconds deeply marked the region's early history. Chattanooga became an important railroad hub by the mid-19th century, connecting the Deep South to the Midwest. Its location made it a critical site during the Civil War, especially during the battles of Chattanooga in 1863. Union victories on Lookout Mountain and Missionary Ridge helped turn the tide of the war in the Western theater. After the war, Chattanooga rapidly industrialized, becoming known for iron, railcar manufacturing, and other heavy industries. In the early 20th century, the city faced pollution and overcrowding, but maintained economic strength through manufacturing and transportation. Chattanooga was once labeled one of America's most polluted cities before launching ambitious environmental and urban renewal projects. By the late 20th century, city leaders began revitalizing the riverfront and investing in the arts, education, and infrastructure. The 1990 seconds saw a major transformation, including the opening of the Tennessee Aquarium and redeveloped public parks along the river. Chattanooga is known for its innovation in clean energy, outdoor recreation, and blending industrial heritage with cultural growth. Nestled at the foothills of the Smoky Mountains, Knoxville offers a unique blend of energy, charm, and southern hospitality. Though not always in the spotlight, this southeastern city surprises visitors with its rich mix of culture, history, and creativity. Known as the Maker City, Knoxville is home to a vibrant art scene and a strong community of local artisans. Its outdoor appeal is undeniable, with riverside trails, mountain hikes, and scenic overlooks just minutes from the downtown core. Whether you're paddling on the Tennessee River or strolling through Market Square, the city's balance of nature and culture shines. Knoxville also holds a mirror to American history, with roots tracing back to Native American lands and Spanish exploration routes. As Tennessee's first capital, it played a pivotal role during early statehood and frontier settlement across the Appalachian region. The Civil War left a lasting mark here, with divided loyalties reflected in preserved homes and battleground landmarks across the city. You can experience these layers of history at the 7 historic homes of Knoxville, each telling a different chapter of the past. From an 18th century log fort to a grand Victorian mansion, these homes showcase Knoxville's evolving identity through the centuries. At the East Tennessee History Center, visitors learn about pioneers, soldiers, suffragists, and musicians who shaped the region's legacy. Country music legends and Appalachian storytellers also find a place in the city's narrative, enriching its cultural fabric. No trip is complete without a visit to the Sun Sphere, built as the centerpiece of the 1982 World's Fair. This golden, futuristic structure offers panoramic views of Knoxville and stands as a symbol of innovation and global connection. In every corner, Knoxville invites curiosity, promising that whether you come for adventure or history, you'll leave inspired and surprised. Nestled in the Appalachian Mountains, Boone experiences heavy snowfall each winter, transforming the town into a true winter wonderland. Snow regularly blankets the region, drawing visitors who come to enjoy its seasonal beauty and a wide range of outdoor activities. At the heart of the community is Appalachian State University, a key institution that influences both Boone's culture and economy. The university's scenic campus, known for its distinctive architecture, looks especially picturesque beneath a fresh layer of snow. Thanks to its mountain climate, Boone enjoys a longer snow season than most areas in North Carolina, benefiting nearby winter sports. While snowfall can occasionally disrupt daily routines, it also brings moments of outdoor fun and encourages warm indoor gatherings. The surrounding mountains add to the charm. Local businesses actively prepare for winter tourism, offering snow gear, rentals, and services to accommodate visiting snow lovers. Many students enjoy the rare opportunity to study in a town where snow dramatically transforms the environment each year. Seasonal snowmelt helps sustain local water sources, feeding rivers and streams that are essential to the surrounding ecosystem. In Boone, winter is both a challenge and a celebration, shaping the rhythm of life and strengthening community identity. From a distance, visitors can spot the distinctive face that inspired the name of this remarkable park. Up close, the park offers breathtaking views, diverse native wildlife, and the famous mile-high swinging bridge. Grandfather Mountain stands as an iconic peak located about 75 miles north of Asheville, North Carolina. Situated just off the Blue Ridge Parkway, this area is celebrated for its stunning vistas and ecological richness. On clear days, the mountain's 5,946-foot summit allows views reaching as far as the Charlotte skyline, 90 miles away. Early pioneers named the mountain after the cliff face that resembles an old man, which is visible from afar. The family-friendly park, operated as a non-profit, provides access to the swinging bridge, wildlife habitats, and a nature discovery center. Adjacent to the private park lies Grandfather Mountain State Park, mostly visited by experienced hikers exploring its rugged backcountry trails. Just a short drive away, Price Lake offers peaceful waters perfect for canoeing, picnicking, and admiring the reflection of surrounding peaks. Nearby Blowing Rock adds to the charm of the region, scenic overlooks, and year-round mountain hospitality. All of this lies within Watauga County, a high country destination known for its natural beauty, outdoor adventure, and mountain culture. The famous Lynn Cove Viaduct, curving around Grandfather Mountain's slope, is an engineering marvel and a highlight of the parkway. Is there a region or country you're curious to explore next? Let us know, and we'll uncover it together in an upcoming video. Located in the mountains of western North Carolina, Pisgah National Forest is one of the oldest national forests in the United States. It was officially established in 1916, soon after the Weeks Act allowed the federal government to purchase land for conservation. This forest covers over 500,000 acres of hardwood forests, rivers, waterfalls, and scenic mountain views. It lies within the Appalachian region and includes part of the Blue Ridge Mountains, making it rich in biodiversity. Pisgah is known for its excellent hiking trails, including sections of the Appalachian Trail and the Art Loeb Trail. Visitors often explore natural wonders like Looking Glass Rock, Sliding Rock, and Graveyard Fields. The forest is also home to Mount Mitchell, the highest peak east of the Mississippi River. Abundant wildlife such as black bears, deer, wild turkeys, and songbirds can be seen throughout the forest. Pisgah played an important role in the history of forestry and conservation in the United States. Travelers are encouraged to explore the scenic beauty and charming small towns located near the Blue Ridge Parkway. Those heading south toward Linville Falls should stop at the visitor center at milepost 316 to learn about the area. At 90 feet tall, Linville Falls is one of the most spectacular waterfalls in western North Carolina. Several trails around the falls offer multiple viewpoints and opportunities to enjoy the surrounding mountain landscape. After visiting the falls, take the exit at milepost 317 and follow Highway 221 south for more adventure. Just 4 miles down the road, visitors can explore Linville Caverns and discover fascinating underground rock formations. Continuing on Highway 221, the Linville Golf Club and English Farmstead Cheese offer unique local experiences near Marion. Whether traveling north or south, this route offers a well-rounded itinerary full of nature. Access to Whitewater Falls begins at a scenic overlook and follows a steep 1-mile trail through lush Cove Forest. Whitewater Falls is one of the most impressive and tallest waterfalls in the eastern United States, located in North Carolina. The upper falls plunge over 400 feet, creating a dramatic and powerful cascade that draws visitors from across the region. A well-maintained path leads to an overlook that provides breathtaking views of the waterfall and the rugged surrounding landscape. From the overlook, a steep 1-mile trail descends to a wooden bridge crossing the Whitewater River below the falls. The trail continues downstream, eventually linking with the Foothills Trail and reaching a parking area near Lake Jocassee. Although the return hike from the river back to the overlook is quite steep, many consider it worth the effort. Visitors are encouraged to take their time on the steps, which can be challenging, especially after rainfall. The trail is popular year-round, but it is especially busy during the warmer months due to favorable hiking conditions. Parking is available near the overlook, making access to the waterfall relatively easy for both casual and experienced hikers. Whitewater Falls is managed by the U.S. Forest Service and includes informational signage and maintained facilities for public use. Due to its dramatic drop and scenic surroundings, Whitewater Falls is often considered a must-see natural landmark in the Southeast. Whether you're visiting for exercise, sightseeing, or peaceful reflection, this waterfall offers an unforgettable outdoor experience. Rising to 6,684 feet, Mount Mitchell is recognized as the highest peak in the entire eastern United States. The mountain was named after Dr. Elisha Mitchell, whose scientific efforts revealed its remarkable height and geographical significance. During a return expedition to confirm his measurements, Dr. Mitchell tragically lost his life in the summer of 1857. To honor his legacy, his remains were buried at the summit, where a memorial now stands for visitors to see. Long before European settlers arrived, the Cherokee people considered this mountain region a place of cultural and spiritual importance. By the late 1800s, uncontrolled logging in the area caused serious deforestation, soil erosion, and long-term environmental damage. In response, the state government passed laws to preserve the mountain's delicate alpine ecosystems and unique biodiversity. Small waterfalls surrounding Mount Mitchell flow into creeks and streams that help maintain the region's essential watershed systems. Though the waterfalls are not large, they enhance the area's ecological balance and support a variety of native species. Chimney Rock is a towering granite monolith located in western North Carolina within the scenic Hickory Nut Gorge. The site is part of Chimney Rock State Park, which offers sweeping views of Lake Lure and the surrounding Blue Ridge Mountains. Visitors can reach the top of the rock via an elevator or stairway, both leading to an unforgettable panoramic overlook. The area features additional trails, waterfalls, and interpretive exhibits that highlight the region's natural and geological significance. With its dramatic landscapes and accessible viewpoints, Chimney Rock remains one of North Carolina's most iconic outdoor destinations. A network of hiking trails winds through hardwood forests and rocky outcrops, allowing visitors to explore the mountain's natural beauty. Interpretive signs along the paths share interesting facts about the area's geology, ecology, and cultural history. The park's elevation offers cooler temperatures in summer, making it a refreshing escape from the surrounding lower elevation towns. Chimney Rock has long attracted artists, writers, and photographers who find inspiration in its sweeping vistas and rugged terrain. The rock itself rises more than 300 feet above the valley floor, offering unmatched views of the landscape below. Several scenic overlooks are positioned throughout the park, each offering a slightly different perspective on the mountainous surroundings. Changing light throughout the day creates a dynamic atmosphere, with sunrise and sunset being especially popular times for viewing. Created in the 1920s, this man-made lake was part of a visionary development project in western North Carolina. Built by the Carolina Mountain Power Company, the dam was completed in 1926 to harness hydroelectric energy. Filling of the lake began shortly after, and by 1927, the area was transformed into a scenic reservoir. Originally, the goal was not only power generation, but also to attract tourism and establish a luxury resort community. The name was chosen to reflect the developer's hope of luring people to the area's natural beauty and potential. Plans slowed during the Great Depression, leaving much of the original vision unrealized for many years. Over time, the lake evolved into a beloved recreational destination for boating, fishing, and scenic relaxation. Its historical roots in both energy production and resort development continue to define its unique identity today. Before 1800, the Cherokee peoples centered much of their cultural life around the Nacoochee and Helen valleys, where ceremonial mounds and villages once stood. In 1813, the Cherokees gave their approval for the Unicoi Turnpike, a significant trade route now traced by highways 17 and 75. Gold was discovered in 1828, igniting the Georgia Gold Rush that persisted until mining activities gradually ended near the end of the 19th century. During the early 20th century, timber operations and the Gainesville and Northwestern Railroad contributed to the region's economic growth and development. In 1913, the settlement received the name Helen, honoring the daughter of a railroad surveyor involved in mapping the area. By the 960 seconds, the town had declined. But in 1968, local leaders reimagined it with Bavarian-style architecture based on a German artist's sketches. Rarely does a place blend serenity, grandeur, and natural power as beautifully as Amicalola Falls State Park does. Towering above the forest floor, the majestic fall crashes down with a force that echoes through the valley below. It is the sound of rushing water, not silence, that defines the peaceful rhythm of this mountain sanctuary. Were the Lodge Estate building situated anywhere else, it would lose the breathtaking backdrop that makes it truly special. Not until you stand on its wide deck do you realize how endless the surrounding forest seems to stretch. What surprises most visitors is the sudden contrast between the refined lodge and the untamed wilderness just steps away. Seldom is one offered both refined lodging and raw, natural beauty within the same panoramic view. Had the Cherokee never named this place Amicalola, meaning tumbling waters, no modern name would suit it better. The Great Northern Catskills in Greene County are renowned for their breathtaking scenery and deep artistic heritage. Among the region's most iconic landmarks is Catskill Falls, the tallest cascading waterfall in all of New York State. Plunging more than 260 feet in two dramatic tiers, the falls have amazed travelers, artists, and nature lovers for generations. Because of its size and calm beauty, Deep Creek Lake remains one of the most cherished natural destinations in Maryland. Only in the Appalachian Highlands could a man-made lake feel so seamlessly woven into the wild, ancient landscape. Along the shoreline, it is the sight of glimmering water beside thick forests that leaves visitors quietly amazed. Had it been developed with less care, the lake might have lost its natural charm and environmental integrity. To visit in late spring is to witness the lake surrounded by lush greenery, alive with mountain air. In no other part of Maryland do forested hills and fresh water merge so naturally into a peaceful, lived-in landscape. With each gentle breeze across the surface, the water seems to carry stories older than the cabins that now line it. Unlike crowded resort towns, Deep Creek keeps a sense of stillness that lingers long after visitors return home. What defines the lake most is not just its scenery, but the rhythm of life it inspires in those who come here. Because so many species thrive around the lake, conservation efforts remain central to the region's ongoing development. Neither overly commercialized nor completely remote, Deep Creek offers a rare middle ground between nature and accessibility. Were it not for the elevation and mountain air, you'd almost forget this tranquil place lies within Maryland at all. At the heart of it all is a deep appreciation for balance between land and water, people and place. Deep Creek Lake doesn't shout its beauty, it reveals it slowly to those willing to pause and truly look. Lake Wallenpaupack, located in northeastern Pennsylvania, is one of the largest reservoirs in the state. Covering over 5,700 acres with 52 miles of shoreline, it offers plenty of space for boating, fishing, and swimming. The lake was originally created in 1926 by the Pennsylvania Power and Light Company for hydroelectric purposes. Today, it's a popular destination for outdoor recreation and scenic getaways in the Pocono Mountains. Surrounded by forested hills, Lake Wallenpaupack is especially lively in the summer and fall months. Stretching across northwestern Pennsylvania, Allegheny National Forest rises as a rugged and forested landscape shaped by ancient geologic forces. Bounded by the Allegheny River and rolling hills, the forest spans over 500,000 acres, about 12% of the state's forested land. Although the terrain is part of the Appalachian Plateau, its rounded ridges and wide valleys resemble a worn and dissected upland. Centuries of erosion have carved narrow stream valleys, creating a complex drainage network through the hardwood-covered hills and hemlock-lined ravines. Early settlement in the region began in the 1700s, and logging quickly became the driving force behind economic growth. By the early 20th century, timber and oil industries were thriving, supporting rapid development in towns like Kane, Warren, and Bradford. Roanoke, Virginia, has a rich and fascinating history that reflects the growth of transportation, industry, and culture in the region. Originally, the Roanoke Valley was home to Native American tribes, who used the area for hunting and seasonal settlements. European settlers arrived in the 1742s, drawn by fertile land, fresh water, and the valley's position along key trade routes. The town began as a small village called Big Lick, named after a large salt lick that attracted wildlife. In 1882, the town was renamed Roanoke when it became a junction for the Norfolk and Western Railway. The arrival of the railroad transformed Roanoke into a booming industrial city almost overnight. Railroad shops, depots, and factories were built rapidly, creating thousands of jobs and attracting workers from across the South. Roanoke was officially chartered as a city in 1884 and became one of Virginia's fastest-growing urban areas. By the early 20th century, it was known as the Magic City due to its sudden and remarkable expansion. The city's prosperity was closely tied to the railroad industry, which shaped its economy, culture, and layout. Harper's Ferry, West Virginia, with a population of just 315, holds a remarkably rich and layered history. Before John Brown's famous 1859 raid, the area had already developed as a strategic settlement along two major rivers. In 1733, Peter Stevens settled on the peninsula where the Shenandoah and Potomac rivers meet. Robert Harper purchased the land in 1747 and operated a ferry, which gave the town its lasting name. The town's scenic location impressed even Thomas Jefferson, who praised its natural beauty and dramatic river views. George Washington proposed the Chesapeake and Ohio Canal run past Harper's Ferry, highlighting its geographic importance. In 1799, Washington also selected the site for a national armory and arsenal, which began construction that year. Between 1801 and the Civil War, Harper's Ferry produced the majority of U.S. military weapons. John Brown's 1859 raid on the arsenal, aimed at sparking a slave rebellion, triggered national tensions before the Civil War. During the war, the town suffered occupation, destruction, and military rule, as control changed hands multiple times. After the war, Harper's Ferry became known for educating formerly enslaved people and later as a peaceful summer retreat. The entire town is a National Historical Park and Historic District, preserving its legacy for future generations. Abingdon, Virginia, is one of the oldest English-settled towns west of the Blue Ridge Mountains. The area was originally home to Native American tribes, including the Cherokee, who traveled through the region on hunting paths. In the mid-1700 seconds, European settlers began arriving, attracted by fertile land and the town's strategic location along migration routes. By 1778, Abingdon was officially established and soon became the seat of Washington County in southwestern Virginia. During the American Revolutionary War, the town served as a vital supply center for frontier militias heading west. Nestled against the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains, Greenville is located in the heart of South Carolina's upcountry. The city sits roughly halfway between Charlotte, North Carolina, and Atlanta, Georgia. Greenville's vibrant downtown offers a lively atmosphere with unique shops, boutiques, and art galleries. Visitors can enjoy museums, guided tours, and a variety of outdoor activities year-round. Throughout Greenville and the surrounding upstate region, restoration and growth blend seamlessly with Southern traditions. The area is rich in American history and surrounded by beautiful natural attractions. Locals love where they live and warmly welcome guests from near and far. Visitors are invited to savor special moments and create lasting memories. From brief getaways to longer vacations, Greenville offers an experience you won't soon forget. Many who visit find themselves falling in love with the city's charm and spirit. Black Mountain, North Carolina, is a charming small town nestled in the scenic Blue Ridge Mountains near Asheville. It is well known for its vibrant art scene, featuring local galleries, craft shops, and live music events. Many visitors come to enjoy hiking in the nearby Pisgah National Forest and exploring the Appalachian Trail. The town's main street is lined with quaint cafes, independent bookstores, and unique antique shops. Each year, Black Mountain hosts the Leaf Festival, which celebrates music, culture, and community. The peaceful atmosphere and mountain views make it a perfect getaway for nature lovers and artists alike. Black Mountain College, once located here, was a famous experimental school that influenced modern American art. The friendly locals and rich cultural history give Black Mountain a warm, welcoming, and inspiring character. Whether you're exploring the mountains or relaxing in town, Black Mountain offers a truly unforgettable experience. Located in the hills of northeastern Tennessee, this historic settlement holds the title of the oldest town in the state. Established in 1779, it played a vital role during early American expansion, well before Tennessee officially gained statehood. Its streets once echoed with debates over abolition and independence, earning it a reputation for bold political discourse. Early printers published progressive newspapers here, including The Emancipator, one of the first abolitionist papers in the South. Brick buildings and wooden storefronts from the 18th and 19th centuries remain beautifully preserved along the central downtown district. The town's architecture reflects Federal, Greek Revival, and Victorian styles, showcasing layers of history within every corner. Museums, historic homes, and the Washington County Courthouse offer visitors insight into the area's cultural and civic evolution. Throughout the year, festivals and educational programs celebrate the region's Appalachian roots and storytelling traditions with remarkable pride. As dusk settles over the ridgelines, the town begins to glow under strings of lights and old-fashioned lantern posts. Shadows stretch across brick pathways, while the outlines of historic homes grow gentle and golden in the evening light. Quiet streets come alive with night markets, where local vendors display handmade goods beneath twinkling lights. The scent of mountain air and wood smoke lingers as visitors stroll under stars through alleys rich with memory. Whether peaceful or lively, the nighttime in this town adds depth to its story, timeless, inviting, and unmistakably Appalachian. Located in the mountainous northeast corner of Tennessee, Johnson City began as a modest railroad town with big aspirations. The community formed in the 1852 when Henry Johnson built a store, depot, and post office near a proposed rail line. Originally known as Johnson's Tank, the area soon evolved into Johnson's Depot as train activity and commerce increased steadily. During the Civil War, the town was briefly renamed Haynesville, despite East Tennessee's generally strong Unionist sympathies. After the war, the name reverted to Johnson's Depot, and the town began growing through trade, education, and civic life. Science Hill Male and Female Institute, founded in 1868, later became Science Hill High School, a nationally recognized institution. Johnson City officially received its charter on the 1st of December 1869, with Henry Johnson serving as its first elected mayor. The African American community established key institutions in the 1872, including Street Paul, AME, Zion, and Thankful Baptist churches. The city flourished as a business and industrial center until the Panic of 1893 temporarily halted its rapid economic momentum. The arrival of the Clinchfield Railroad revived growth, and Johnson City emerged as a major regional distribution and retail hub. By the early 1900s, the city welcomed the National Home for Volunteer Soldiers, now the Quillen Veterans Affairs Medical Center. The city continues to grow as a medical, educational, and cultural center, driven by vision, innovation, and strong institutions. Situated along the Holston River, this area was once home to Native American tribes before European settlers arrived in the 1700s. Originally known as Kingsport, the town served as a vital river port and trade center during the colonial era. Through the 18th and 19th centuries, it thrived as a stopover on the Great Wagon Road through the Appalachian region. The introduction of railroads in the mid-1800s spurred economic development, although the town lost its charter after the Civil War. In 1917, local leaders re-established the city with a modern layout created by prominent urban planner John Nolan of Massachusetts. That redesign introduced a revolutionary separation of industrial, residential, and commercial zones, making it a model of city planning. Growth accelerated in the early 20th century with the establishment of Eastman Chemical Company, a major industrial employer. The city became a hub of chemical production and innovation, especially during and after World War II's industrial expansion. Public schools, libraries, and tree-lined neighborhoods reflected the city's investment in civic life and planned community values. Workers and families from across the region were drawn to its strong economy and reputation for modern infrastructure. Throughout the decades, industry and planning continued to shape the area's identity and long-term growth trajectory. Historic districts, industrial landmarks, and preserved neighborhoods tell the story of a town built on vision and practicality. The city's early economy was closely tied to transportation, trade, and industry, especially after the arrival of the Virginia and Tennessee Railroad. In 1856, the official city boundary was drawn directly along State Street, creating a rare twin city identity with Bristol, Virginia. During the Civil War, Bristol served as a strategic supply and troop movement site due to its rail connections. By the early 20th century, Bristol emerged as a regional commercial center and began building its cultural and civic institutions. In 1927, the famous Bristol Sessions were recorded here, earning the city its title as the birthplace of country music. These sessions, featuring artists like the Carter Family and Jimmy Rogers, helped shape the future of American roots music. Bristol's rich historical legacy is preserved through museums, restored buildings, and ongoing celebrations of its musical and railroad heritage. Founded in 1783, Greenville is one of Tennessee's oldest towns and was named in honor of Revolutionary War hero Nathaniel Greene. It quickly became the seat of Greene County and played a central role in early frontier governance and regional development. In the late 18th century, Greeneville served as the capital of the short-lived state of Franklin, an early attempt at independence. The town is most famously known as the longtime home of Andrew Johnson, the 17th President of the United States. Morristown, located in Hamblin County, was established in the mid-19th century and gradually evolved into a regional economic center. The arrival of the railroad boosted trade and population, helping Morristown grow into a vital link in East Tennessee's development. In later decades, industry and innovation thrived, with the city becoming known for its unique, elevated sidewalks known as SkyMart. Morristown also honors its frontier past, celebrating ties to Davy Crockett, who spent part of his early life in the region. Just 20 minutes from Abingdon, South Holston Lake stretches for miles of sparkling water, surrounded by forested mountains and peaceful coves. More than half of the lake's shoreline lies within the Cherokee National Forest, offering a beautiful, largely untouched retreat for nature lovers and water enthusiasts. The lake straddles the Virginia-Tennessee border and spans 7,580 acres, welcoming visitors with boating, kayaking, stand-up paddleboarding, jet skiing, and even scuba diving. Along the lake's shore, marinas like Sportsman's, Painter Creek, and Friendship Resort offer rentals, gear, and guided fishing trips for all skill levels. The surrounding South Holston Loop Trail offers tranquil encounters with bald eagles, cliff swallows, and other migratory birds. Wildlife thrives here, from wood ducks and muskrats in the marshy shallows to trout-filled streams nestled in the cooler uplands. Indigo sparrows and eastern kinglets fill the hills and meadows with their joyful song, especially along the Virginia Creeper Trail. Just by looking at the scenery, South Holston Lake promises a rich and peaceful Appalachian experience. Winding through the forested hills of southeastern Tennessee, the Hiawassee River offers a peaceful escape into Appalachian nature. Its calm, clear waters provide excellent conditions for swimming, especially during the hot summer months when locals seek relief. The riverbanks are lined with hardwood trees, creating a shaded corridor that changes color beautifully with each passing season. Wildlife, such as deer, turtles, and waterfowl, are commonly seen along the river, adding to the area's natural charm. The river's flow is often regulated by a nearby dam, creating conditions suitable for both safe swimming and controlled boating activities. Canoeing and kayaking are popular activities here, with mild rapids and gentle stretches that welcome both new and seasoned paddlers. Designated access points and picnic areas make the river ideal for day trips with family or small outdoor gatherings. The river flows near several small Appalachian towns, helping preserve a strong connection between people, land, and water. This peaceful Appalachian waterway continues to connect communities while offering moments of solitude and adventure in equal measure. One natural highlight that draws all visitors to Valley Crucis Community Park is the scenic Watauga River along its northern edge. The river's slow-moving, shallow waters make it a safe and enjoyable place for children to wade and play freely. Many families gather along its banks to relax, cool off, and enjoy the peaceful sounds of the flowing stream. The river is also popular among beginner fly anglers who appreciate the calm water and open access points. Birds, salamanders, and many aquatic species thrive in the riparian habitat that surrounds the river corridor. To protect these sensitive animals, visitors are strongly encouraged to avoid shifting river rocks or disturbing natural areas. Even small rocks can shelter aquatic insects, fish eggs, or amphibians that are vital to the ecosystem's health. The Watauga River itself originates on the forested slopes of Grandfather Mountain and Peak Mountain in Watauga County, North Carolina. From its headwaters, it travels over 78 miles, crossing into East Tennessee and eventually joining the South Fork Holston River. The river flows through multiple counties, including Johnson and Carter, before reaching the Washington and Sullivan County line. Its watershed lies on the western side of the Eastern Continental Divide, so its waters ultimately flow to the Gulf of Mexico. At Valley Crucis Park, the river is usually about 40 feet wide and around 2 feet deep in most areas. However, those dimensions change depending on rainfall patterns, especially during spring and early summer months. Seasonal rain significantly impacts both the water level and clarity, influencing how people interact with the river throughout the year. Despite these variations, the Watauga remains a vital and beloved natural resource for recreation, wildlife, and environmental education. Flowing through the northwestern corner of North Carolina, the New River is considered one of the oldest rivers in the world. It winds through the Appalachian Mountains, passing peaceful valleys and farmland in Ashe, Allegheny, and Watauga counties. Unlike most rivers in the eastern United States, the New River flows northward, eventually reaching the Kanawha River in West Virginia. Its headwaters begin near Boone, North Carolina, in the Blue Ridge Mountains at elevations over 2,700 feet. The river's age and unique geology have made it a subject of interest for scientists and nature enthusiasts alike. Anglers are drawn to the New River for its excellent fishing opportunities, including smallmouth bass, catfish, and sunfish. The surrounding riverbanks also host diverse wildlife, such as deer, otters, turtles, and great blue herons. Its gentle flow and shallow waters make it a popular destination for tubing, kayaking, and family-friendly canoeing. New River State Park, located in Ashe County, offers campsites, hiking trails, picnic areas, and easy river access. The park was established in 1976 after a major public effort stopped plans to dam the river. Thanks to strong community action, the river was designated a National Wild and Scenic River in the same year. This designation protects the New River's natural flow, scenic beauty, and ecological integrity for future generations. Surrounding farmlands and forested hillsides reflect the cultural heritage of Appalachian settlers who relied on the river for generations. The New River continues to offer quiet beauty, outdoor adventure, and a deep sense of Appalachian identity and history. Lake James marked a milestone in North Carolina's park system, becoming the first state park funded for both land acquisition and development. Before this, state parks were often created from undeveloped land or federal projects, like the New Deal's recreational demonstration areas. Some lands already had facilities built by programs such as the Works Progress Administration or the Civilian Conservation Corps. Lake James itself was formed between 1916 and 1923 by Duke Power through the damming of the Catawba River, Paddy Creek, and Linville River. The lake was named in honor of James B. Duke, the founder of Duke Power Company. Portions of the surrounding land remained undeveloped and were historically used for timber harvesting and other resource-based industries. Old logging roads created for timber work still exist today and are now used for hiking, horseback riding, and park management access. The park initially opened with 565 acres located along the lake's southern rim, much of it carefully evaluated for development potential. Facilities were concentrated in about 60 usable locations, while large areas of land were deemed unsuitable for infrastructure. In the late 1992s, growing concerns emerged about the environmental consequences of shoreline development around Lake James. Citizen action groups like Citizens to Save Lake James began organizing support for preservation and sustainable land use. With guidance from the Foothills Conservancy in Morganton, they collaborated with state, local, and federal partners to advocate for park expansion. Their efforts led to a major acquisition in 2006, 2,915 acres purchased from Crescent Resources for more than $18 million. Funding for this acquisition came partly from the Clean Water Management Trust Fund and included money specifically for developing park facilities. The newly acquired lands are mostly located on the lake's northern side, near the Linville Gorge National Wilderness Area. Stretching far into the horizon, the scenery reveals a panoramic expanse of rolling mountains and forests that change color seasonally. Situated just off the Blue Ridge Parkway in North Carolina, this overlook is easily reached without requiring a hike or long walk. Unlike many crowded scenic stops, this location is often quieter, ideal for visitors looking for a brief and peaceful pause. Due to its elevation, weather conditions can shift rapidly, with early morning fog or low clouds, sometimes limiting visibility. Although safety rails are present, visitors should remain cautious near the edge, as certain areas have steep and exposed drop-offs. We pull info from lots of sources, so if we miss something or you've got something cool to add, drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear it. Snake Mountain belongs to a protected natural reserve located close to the border between North Carolina and Tennessee. The mountain is notable for its geological importance, featuring some of the oldest rock formations in the area. Scientists and environmentalists frequently conduct studies there because of its distinct biodiversity and largely untouched habitats. Past land uses in the vicinity include former homesteads and grazing lands, remnants of which can still be faintly observed. Efforts in conservation aim to balance preventing excessive use while allowing the public to enjoy low-impact recreational activities. The mountain forms part of several watershed networks that provide vital resources to nearby communities. Because of its relatively difficult road access, Watauga Lake remains lightly touristed compared to many other recreational lakes in the region. You'll find just one small motel and several seasonal marinas and restaurants offering beautiful water views along its extensive 104.9-mile shoreline. Large-scale lakefront real estate development has been limited by the lake's steep shoreline and the scarcity of privately owned, buildable property. Part of Watauga Lake covers what was once the town of Butler, Tennessee, now known as Old Butler by locals. Old Butler was historically a place where Native Americans interacted with white settlers, and where Daniel Boone stopped to rest during his travels. For generations, pioneer families lived and farmed in Old Butler before the town was flooded due to dam construction by the TVA. The Tennessee Valley Authority's decision to dam the Watauga and Elk Rivers sealed the fate of Old Butler, submerging it beneath the lake. Instead of disappearing underwater, the citizens of Old Butler relocated their entire town to higher ground along the lake shore. Watauga Lake's steep shoreline and protected public lands have helped preserve its natural beauty and prevent overdevelopment. The surrounding forest and mountains create a pristine environment, making the lake a favorite destination for outdoor enthusiasts. Seasonal visitors enjoy boating, fishing, and hiking along the largely undeveloped 104.9 miles of shoreline. Watauga Lake is a man-made reservoir constructed by the TVA, primarily for flood prevention, aquatic habitat creation, and hydropower generation. Recreation and tourism related to the lake have brought significant economic benefits and improved quality of life for surrounding communities. The TVA began construction of the Watauga Dam on the 16th of February 1942, but halted work later that year to support World War II efforts. After resuming in 1946, the dam's gates were finally closed on the 31st of December 1948, officially creating Watauga Lake as we know it today. Stretching from Tennessee down into Alabama, the Sequatchie Valley is defined by its dramatic and picturesque landscape. Steep bluffs border its slender length, providing scenic drives, historical depth, and plentiful opportunities for outdoor recreation. Once inhabited by indigenous peoples and later influenced by railroads and mining, the area carries strong historical importance. Farmlands and wooded hillsides enhance its natural appeal, while kayaking, biking, and paragliding draw nature enthusiasts year-round. The Cumberland River has long shaped Clarksville's identity, serving as the foundation for its history, economy, and scenic charm. From the city's earliest days, commerce and transportation depended on this river, guiding the growth of Clarksville from a frontier town to a modern hub. Today, it's common to see massive barges transporting goods, while kayakers and anglers enjoy the water just a few feet away. This peaceful coexistence of industry and recreation reflects the community's commitment to preserving both heritage and lifestyle. Rooftop restaurants, waterfront patios in Liberty Park, and the scenic downtown area offer breathtaking views of the flowing river. A 2-mile riverwalk winds gracefully along the shoreline, connecting downtown to the water and inviting walkers and cyclists year-round. Plans are in progress to extend the Riverwalk and link it to the Clarksville Greenway, forming a network of over 20 miles. At the Cumberland River Center, the As the River Flows Museum tells the story of Clarksville's evolution along this vital waterway. For outdoor enthusiasts, the river offers some of the region's best catfishing, plus kayaking, skiing, tubing, and boating opportunities. As day turns to evening, the river becomes a mirror for spectacular sunsets, offering one of Clarksville's most cherished daily scenes. The river also serves as a natural gathering place for seasonal festivals, music events, and family-friendly celebrations held along its banks. Local artists often draw inspiration from the water's ever-changing moods, capturing its beauty in murals, photography, and handcrafted goods. Educational programs near the river engage students with hands-on lessons in ecology, history, and environmental stewardship. Preservation efforts aim to protect the river's delicate ecosystems while ensuring future generations can enjoy its recreational and cultural value. Whether you're watching wildlife at dawn or dining beside its shimmering surface at dusk, the Cumberland River never ceases to inspire awe. A favorite among outdoor lovers, Melton Hill Lake takes its name from a nearby high knob just 2 miles from the dam. A mapping station was set up on the hill in 1884 by the U.S. Coast Guard and Geodetic Survey. This 5,470-acre lake, boasting nearly 193 miles of shoreline, is ideal for enjoying outdoor activities in every season. Completed in 1963, Melton Hill Dam rises 103 feet and spans 1,020 feet over the Clinch River. Classified as a run-of-river reservoir, this dam is unique in the tributary reservoir system for having a navigation lock and does not retain water long-term. Daily fluctuations in the water level are around 4 feet. Spring and fall offer some of the lake's most well-kept secrets for crappie fishing. For those paddling, the dam's 2 boat ramps allow straightforward access to both Watts Bar Lake and Melton Hill Lake. The lake's 2,000-meter rowing course is recognized as one of the best nationwide. Prestigious competitions, such as the U.S. Rowing National Championships, are hosted by the Oak Ridge Rowing Association at Melton Hill Park, Oak Ridge. The Chattahoochee River begins in the southern Appalachian Mountains of Georgia and flows through the Atlanta metropolitan area. Spanning approximately 434 miles, it joins with the Flint River to form the Appalachicola River, which empties into the Gulf of Mexico. The river drains an area of about 8,000 770 square miles, and serves as a crucial water resource for the state of Georgia. There are 13 hydropower dams and 3 lock and dam systems along the river that regulate its flow and generate electricity. Near Columbus, the river crosses the fall line, where the terrain changes and the current slows before continuing toward Florida. The river is navigable from Columbus to its mouth, allowing boats and small ships to travel safely along this stretch. Towering over the surrounding valley, this iconic peak is a prominent feature in the landscape of northern Georgia. The mountain's steep granite face makes it a popular destination for rock climbers and outdoor photographers. From the base to the summit, its slopes support a variety of native plants and seasonal wildlife unique to the region. Hiawassee, the administrative center of Towns County, lies on scenic Lake Chattooge and was incorporated in 1956. The city's name comes from the Cherokee word Ayuwasi, meaning meadow, and it's the only incorporated city in the county. Recognized as an Appalachian Trail Community and Tree City, USA, Hiawassee is surrounded by mountains, waterfalls, and gardens. In 2024, Hiawassee won the Visionary City Award for the Hikiawasi Project, supporting Appalachian Trail hikers. This initiative boosted the local economy, helped businesses grow, and promoted community through free transport and social events. Located in Garrett County, Maryland, this area is famous for its stunning waterfalls and pristine forest landscapes. Visitors often hike the trails, winding through dense hemlock and hardwood forests that provide cool shade during summer months. The tallest free-falling waterfall in Maryland, Muddy Creek Falls, drops an impressive 53 feet into a rocky gorge below. Wildlife, such as deer, squirrels, and various bird species, thrive in this natural habitat throughout the year. In autumn, vibrant foliage colors transform the forest into a breathtaking scene admired by many visitors. Camping, fishing, and picnicking opportunities attract outdoor enthusiasts seeking a peaceful retreat surrounded by nature. Icy formations and snow-covered trails during winter months offer a magical experience for adventurous hikers. Educational programs and guided tours occasionally provide insights into the area's rich natural and cultural history. Conservation efforts by local authorities help protect the fragile ecosystems and maintain wilderness character for future generations. A variety of well-marked trails cater to all skill levels, from easy walks to challenging hikes. Scenic overlooks along the paths give hikers unforgettable views of waterfalls and lush valleys. Nearby towns, such as Oakland and Deep Creek Lake, serve as convenient gateways for tourists exploring the region. Visitors appreciate the quiet atmosphere and diverse wildlife that make this destination ideal for family outings. Seasonal changes throughout the year offer unique experiences, whether watching fall leaves or winter's snow blankets. The area's preserved old-growth hemlocks are vital to the ecological balance and contribute to the park's cool microclimate. The Susquehanna River is one of the longest rivers on the east coast of the United States. It flows through much of Pennsylvania, providing important water resources for the state. The river begins in New York and travels southward through Pennsylvania before emptying into the Chesapeake Bay in Maryland. Along its path, the Susquehanna supports diverse ecosystems and numerous species of fish and wildlife. Many Pennsylvania towns and cities, such as Harrisburg and Wilkes-Barre, are located along its banks. The river has historically been vital for transportation, industry, and agriculture in the region. Recreational activities like fishing, boating, and hiking attract visitors to the Susquehanna's scenic areas. Efforts are ongoing to protect and improve the river's water quality and natural habitats in Pennsylvania. Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania, was originally founded as Mauch Chunk in the early 19th century. The town grew rapidly due to the coal mining industry, becoming a key center for anthracite coal production. Mauch Chunk was known for its innovative gravity railroad, one of the earliest railroads in the United States. In 1953, the town merged with its neighboring borough, East Mauch Chunk, to form the current municipality. It was renamed Jim Thorpe in honor of the famous Native American athlete Jim Thorpe, as a way to attract tourism and revitalize the area. Jim Thorpe became known as the Switzerland of America because of its scenic mountain setting. The town preserves many historic buildings reflecting its rich 19th century heritage. It has become a popular destination for outdoor activities such as hiking, biking, and whitewater rafting. The local economy shifted from mining to tourism and cultural preservation. Jim Thorpe celebrates both its industrial past and natural beauty, drawing visitors from across the country. Logan is a small city in Hocking County, southeastern Ohio, located within the Appalachian region. It was founded in 1816 and named after Chief Logan, a notable Native American leader. Surrounded by rolling hills and forests, Logan serves as the gateway to the scenic Hocking Hills region. Tourism plays a major role in the local economy, thanks to nearby attractions like Old Man's Cave and Ash Cave. Cumberland was founded in the late 18th century as a strategic frontier town near the Potomac River. The city quickly became an important transportation hub due to its location on the National Road, the first major improved highway in the United States. In the early 19th century, Cumberland served as the western terminus of the National Road, connecting the East Coast with the expanding Western Territories. The arrival of the Baltimore and Ohio Railroad further boosted Cumberland's growth as a center for trade and industry. During the 19th and early 20th centuries, coal mining and manufacturing industries thrived in the area, fueling economic development. Cumberland played a significant role during the Civil War, serving as a key supply and transportation center for Union forces. The city's population grew steadily as workers and their families settled in the region. By the mid-20th century, Cumberland experienced industrial decline but maintained its historical charm. Efforts to revitalize downtown and preserve historic landmarks have been ongoing in recent years. Cumberland celebrates its rich heritage and continues to be a cultural and historical hub in Western Maryland. Pineville is a small mountain town located in Bell County, southeastern Kentucky, within the Appalachian region. Surrounded by the Cumberland Mountains, it sits along the Cumberland River and is one of the oldest settlements in southeastern Kentucky. The town has deep roots in coal mining and railroads, industries that helped shape much of the region's economic history. Pineville is known for its historic downtown, annual Kentucky Mountain Laurel Festival, and proximity to Pine Mountain State Resort Park. As part of Appalachia, Pineville reflects the rich cultural heritage and resilient spirit of the mountain communities of eastern Kentucky. John Hunt first settled in the area in 1805, laying the foundation for the future city. Originally named Twickenham after Alexander Pope's English home, the town was renamed Huntsville in 1811 to honor its first settler. Over time, Huntsville expanded across nearby hills and along the Tennessee River, developing textile mills and munitions factories. The city later became home to major facilities such as NASA's Marshall Space Flight Center and the U.S. Army Aviation and Missile Command at Redstone Arsenal. In 2010, the National Trust for Historic Preservation recognized Huntsville as one of America's dozen distinctive destinations. Huntsville is one of the most well-known cities in the Southeast, frequently praised as a top place to live and work. Technology, space, and defense industries play a key role in the city's economy. Huntsville also hosts several Fortune 500 companies alongside diverse manufacturing, retail, and service sectors. The city blends Southern hospitality with high-tech innovation and cultural diversity. For more detailed economic information, the Chamber of Commerce of Huntsville, divided by Madison County, provides useful resources and reports. Burnett Branch is a small mountain stream located in Mitchell County, North Carolina, with a source elevation of approximately 2,972 feet. Flowing near the hamlets of Strawberry Ridge and Glen Laurel, the branch meanders alongside forested slopes before joining larger waterways downstream. Its clear, cool waters descend rapidly through steep terrain, carving a narrow, rocky channel amid dense hardwood and pine stands. The stream's riparian zone features mossy rocks, ferns, and native vegetation that thrive in the moist, shaded environment. The area around Burnett Branch remains largely undeveloped, preserving its natural character and offering visitors a sense of wilderness tranquility. Moderate seasonal rainfall causes fluctuating water levels, which heighten the stream's flow in spring and early summer, enhancing its scenic beauty. Despite its modest size, Burnett Branch contributes to the larger watershed in Mitchell County and supports broader regional ecological health. Few people realize that Great North Mountain is one of the more secluded ridges in the Appalachian Range. Towering quietly, it stretches along the Virginia-West Virginia border with impressive length and quiet beauty. What makes it unique is its combination of rugged wilderness and minimal human development. At over 3,000 feet, its peaks offer sweeping views of surrounding valleys and forested hills. In many places, thick woods of oak, maple, and pine dominate the landscape. Those who venture here often seek solitude, wildlife encounters, and unspoiled nature. Surprisingly, this mountain remains lesser known, despite its vast network of trails and scenic overlooks. While Skyline Drive is crowded, Great North Mountain offers peace and space to breathe. Protected by George Washington National Forest, the area provides public access to a true backcountry experience. Not only does it offer hiking, but it also invites camping, hunting, and seasonal leaf peeping. From its ridges, one can gaze toward the Shenandoah Valley or westward into deeper Appalachia. Historically, it shaped settlement patterns by acting as a natural divide in colonial times. Nestled in the mountains of northwestern North Carolina, Banner Elk is a small town with a population of just over 1,000 people. The first inhabitants of the area were Cherokee Indians, before non-native settlers arrived in 1825. Martin L. Banner established the first permanent settlement in 1848, which later became known as Banner's Elk. When the town officially incorporated in 1911, its name was shortened to Banner Elk. Early settlers lived self-sufficiently, raising crops, cattle, and trading furs to sustain themselves. By the early 1900 seconds, tourism had become an important industry, which continues to be a major part of the local economy today. The town also benefits economically from institutions like Grace Hospital and Lees McRae College, a private four-year college founded in 1900. Recently, the Greater Banner Elk Heritage Foundation has focused on preserving historic buildings and promoting heritage tourism. Visitors can enjoy a 2-mile walking tour that includes stops like the old grocery store turned tourist center and the former cheese factory, now housing the Avery County Arts Council. The tour begins at the Banner House Museum, which offers exhibits and youth workshops called Elk Camp that teach about 19th century life and activities. The reservoir spans a modest area and is bordered largely by wooded hills and unspoiled natural scenery. Formed by the construction of a dam, W. Kerr Scott Reservoir was built to manage flood risk and supply dependable water to the region. Prior to the dam's development, the landscape was primarily occupied by farmland and scattered rural homesteads. The nearby forests are home to wildlife, like deer, raccoons, and numerous bird species, offering a quiet haven for nature enthusiasts. Maintaining high water quality remains a central focus for local agencies working to preserve the reservoir's long-term viability. Although there has been limited development along the shoreline, the lake still holds onto its largely untouched character. The Clinch River winds through the heart of Appalachia, flowing southwest from near Tazewell, Virginia, and touching several historic counties before reaching Tennessee. Once a vital artery for early settlers and explorers like Daniel Boone, the river played a key role in the development of Southwest Virginia. Although modern changes like flood control, rerouting near St. Paul have altered its course, the Clinch retains its wild, rugged character. Despite past pollution incidents, the river has made an impressive ecological recovery and now supports one of the richest collections of mussel and fish species in the world. Those who float its waters are encouraged to stay safe, respect private property, and help preserve the river for generations to come. From misty mountain mornings to the echoes of folk songs in quiet valleys, Appalachia offers a journey like no other. Every winding road and forested trail reveals stories of resilience, tradition, and breathtaking natural beauty. Whether you're exploring historic towns, hiking rugged peaks, or simply listening to the wind in the trees, the region speaks to the soul. Travelers leave not just with photos, but with a deeper connection to place and people. In Appalachia, time slows down, just enough for you to truly feel the land beneath your feet. It's where history, culture, and nature come together in one unforgettable experience. No matter how long your stay, the spirit of the mountains will stay with you. So when you're ready to unplug and reconnect, let Appalachia welcome you home.